Hey guys, this is Ryan from Prompt Engineers. So just got done pushing up some of the updates to prod. Should be version 003. And wanted to show kind of some of the features that I just added. One feature is just making it a lot easier to select from the files in your S3 bucket. And the other is just some reworking of the loader. So have made it so that you can select from each of these loaders, and then it will render the form for that specific loader. So the web page takes a single URL, and then you give it a name for the file that you'd like to save it as. And then we have the multi URL. You can essentially here's the where you save the name of the file, and then you go into this bottom section and then just keep adding the URLs until you've filled up the total amount of context that you want from those URLs, and you can click create. Then we have the text one, which is you can upload a local text file, and it will be able to do a chat GPT over that. We have the HTML, so you can load in an HTML file and do certain things like, hey, just tell me what the contact is info of this web page is, stuff like that. And then we have the Gitbook documentation one, which will take the URL from the Gitbook documentation. And if you look at my S3 bucket here, I already loaded in a ton of documentation sites so far, and just kind of adding to my S3 bucket. So I have things, but you can see I have like an article here, and then I'm going to be creating a couple of these examples real quick. So let's go ahead, and I want to show you the single web page. I actually, over here on LangChain, recently had made a ticket, and I'd like to actually pull that ticket in for a bug that I found, and I want to pull in the context and then just see if it's able to kind of pull out what the actual error is from the context. So this is my ticket that I had created earlier. Not too long, but kind of has some basic information on here that I'd like the bot to be able to pull from, and then we can talk about it. So really, I kind of want to have the bot just tell me what this error is right here. So we're going to grab this link right here. We're going to go back over here, and I want you to see that I don't have anything currently saved in here for that web page. So I'm going to put the web page URL in here, and then I'm going to call this LangChain and I believe it's LangChain issue 1759. We click create. In the background, it's loading up the context into our S3 bucket so that we can chat with it. So we should be good to go. Can exit out of that. I'm going to go into my bucket and just hit refresh. And you can see here's our vector store so that we're going to be talking with it. Go back over here, and we're going to I need to make this actually refresh once it gets submitted, but if I refresh the page, just go back, and we go back to the context, we should have it right here, LangChain issue 1759. We're going to let this connect. And now we should be good at able to talk to it. So we're going to say summarize the context. All right, and like things go, demos never go as planned. So it's locked up right now, and usually I need to do a refresh and go back. We'll select the context. LangChain issue 1759. Let it connect. Now let's try to see if we can get it to go. So what is this bug about? Perfect. You can see that it loads in the context, and it's even summarizing it a little bit. The bug is about the attribute max retries attribute on the open embeddings objects when upgrading from 0 to 106. And the LangChain demo, the error occurs after the user sends the first messages and originates the getChain method. The bug frequency is whether creating it. Yeah. So you can see that loaded everything in. and it can't see the images, but it did do a great job of summarizing what the context of the issue was. I can just go grab another one. Let's see if we can grab one with a good amount of. We're just going to take this one. We're going to go to document loader. We're going to go to multi-web page, and let's just call this multi-issue. I'm going to demonstrate just how we can load in multiple links at the same time and then use that one for context. I just don't have enough of these tickets that are fairly long. That one's got some long context, so let's summarize those. And we're just going to do 2 for now. And so now I have 2 URLs that we're going to pull from a multi-URL context. Click Create. Should be good to go. Going to exit out of this, and we're going to refresh the page just to make sure that everything's good. I don't want to lock up again. Give this 1 second to connect. Now let's open it up. Let's go find what we named it as, and what did we name that as? Let's check our S3 bucket. And it looks like I need to sign in real quick. All right, so the bucket, it's not LangChain. Multi-issue. So it's right here. I just forgot to make it really apparent where that one was. So you can see multi-issue is right there. We're going to lock it up, let it connect, and summarize the context of the issues. And you can see it knows that there are 2 different issues, and one is provided by one person, and it literally has the number from the issues, and it summarizes it and then tells us the second issue. So yeah, this is the tutorial of how to use the document loader and to chat GPT over any of the documents you can load in. If you're wondering how you connect your bucket, you can go to the API settings, and in the API settings, you can see here, I will be putting in the documentation currently what API keys are going to be accepted, but currently this is the total list. You can have a GitLab token, an open API token, which you're pretty much going to need to do to everything. The Pinecone key and the Pinecone environment. These are in development right now. And then we have our access to our S3 bucket where we're loading our pickle files from to talk to our documents. So thank you guys for watching, and please reach out to us if you guys have any questions.